Welcome to your weekend focus for October the 15th, the 16th, and the 17th, 2021. My name is Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly. Thank you. Thank you truly for all of the positive, loving, supportive energy you send my way each and every day. I send it right back to you. I wasn't here for Thursday, and I do apologize. It was an 11 energy day, so I do apologize for not being here and letting you know to do the things that you needed to do in order to move forward. But I have great faith that if you needed that message, somehow they would have arranged it so I could have been here. They had me other places doing other things, and it went much later than expected. So I do apologize for not being here. I know I miss here and there, but I had totally planned on being here on Thursday for you, and it just didn't happen. So we have the 15 energy. The 15 energy is about changing something in your life. It's about kind of a rebirth, or kind of a rebirth. And I think this weekend, because I looked a little bit at the stars and what they're doing, I think this weekend we could have that rebirth. So pay attention to the energy that's around you. It could be in your habits, your behaviors, your routines. Absolutely. If we do the numerology of the day, it is a 12 energy. That's being in the moment. That's not rushing into things, but rather contemplating it, thinking it through. Where do I have control? Where do I need control? Where can I let control go in my life? What do I need to surrender to? Where do I need to compromise? Where do I need to bring in happiness and joy? How do I need to create that? How can I create that? And start thinking of these things. 1 plus 2 is a 3, a beautiful divine energy. We're the diplomat. But it's also about, I kind of get it coming together and team building with that 3 energy. Like three people come together or more. And we work off each other's talents, abilities. Maybe we brainstorm. Maybe we just have fun and laughter together. But it's coming together, planting the seeds. Creativity is definitely there. Our intuition is high with the 3 energy. On Saturday, we have the 16 energy. That is all about awakenings. Sometimes things happen to us and they're not so great. And we think, oh, it was supposed to be an awakening, and here I'm dealing with this chaos or this crisis or this situation. And know that sometimes that very situation, crisis, chaos, may be putting you in the exact place you need to be in order to go forward. Most times we don't realize it until we look back. There's so many awesome stories out there about something that really tragic that happened to somebody and how it just changed their life around, and they have all the joy and harmony and happiness and balance and peace of mind in their life today because of that moment. And not so much the moment itself, but what they did with it. So things happen to us, yes, but it's what we do. It's how we respond that makes the difference. So we need to, with the 12 energy, definitely going with the flow. Now, the 16 for Saturday would be a 13 energy. We were talking a little bit about 13 getting the bad rap and how it is a lucky number, although 13 is one of those numbers again where something really horrifying or horrible or just it's a mishap or an accident or some kind of situation pops up, or there's an argument or a conflict, something happens. And it's how you handle that experience. So the 12 energy, once again, of taking it back, thinking it through, making the plan, understanding the words we want to say, the words we need to say, or do we need to move it to the back burner? Do we need to let it work itself out? Is it part of our path forward or somebody else's drama that we're somehow getting caught up in? And then we have the 17 energy, and that's making the impossible possible. That's understanding the way through. That's getting clarity, understanding, a realization of how you can go forward in the way that you want to go forward. And the numerology of the day for Sunday would be a 14, and that's having more by having less. We realize our abundance when we start getting rid of the clutter, when we start to really start thinking of what truly matters to us and what really doesn't. I remember leaving for a month when I took my mom to her new home. And the first thing I thought when I got back after a month is I had these couple of suitcases, but I didn't need anything else that was in this house. Well, yeah, now that I'm home, I'll sit on the couch and use the end table and watch the TV and things like that, but none of this stuff really mattered long term for me. Some of it was, in actuality, clutter. And by being removed from it for the month, I saw it as what it was, clutter. Before that, I didn't see it as clutter. I saw it part of my normal household everything. And 1 plus 4 is a 5. So we have more by having less. It brings in harmony. It brings in joy. Now, you're not going to get rid of the things you need, obviously not. But it's the things that we don't need that we hang on to. And actually, I read an article a long time ago about the lack mentality. And everybody with a junk drawer, or you throw something in the closet because, hey, one day I'm going to need it, is actually telling yourself, your subconscious takes it as we may not be able to afford it when we need it, so we better keep it. So we start talking to ourselves in that way by having that junk drawer, by saying, I may not have enough money. I need this drawer full of possessions in case I don't. I may not be able to afford it. Now, you and I both know that 99.9% of the stuff in the junk drawer, you could go down to the dollar store and buy for $1. So get rid of the junk drawers. That's clearing the clutter. That's having more by having less. You got a whole new drawer to put stuff into. What are you going to put in there? Maybe it's cards. What am I watching right now? Anyways, every morning he wakes up and he has a motivation card, and that's his mantra of the day. So maybe you'll just have a drawer full of mantras and you just randomly pick your hand in there and pull out one. An affirmation. What's happening in the sky? Well, we have the sun in Libra. We have the moon. I believe we start out in Aquarius, but then it goes into Pisces, and it's in Pisces for the weekend. So we're not going to accomplish a lot. So if you had this big plan, this grandiose plan that you were going to get all kinds of things done, chances are that's not going to happen. Maybe, yeah, everybody has their own set of stars and their natal charts, so there could be something in your natal chart that's telling you to get a move on. But for the most part, it's a daydreaming, it's a meditation, it's going within yourself. It's about dreaming, waking and sleeping. Dreaming of goals, dreaming of desires. Oh my goodness. Cards are starting to get a mind of their own. We have the Sun and Jupiter. I think Friday it comes exact where they're talking to each other in a very good way. And when that happens, we can be filled with enthusiasm. Our self-confidence goes up. We enjoy people around us, our relationships. We feel on top of the world. And when we raise our vibration so easily like that and tap into that kind of energy, all of a sudden, there is opportunities for growth in your spiritual, in your material world, in your personal life. Absolutely. Financial gains are possible. Mercury and Venus are talking, and it's kind of like a relax and unwind kind of energy. I think that's on Saturday. And on Sunday, Pluto. Who's Pluto talking with? I think the sun. I don't think they're really getting along. And this is a really good day if you want to do a meditation to ask yourself what you have control over, where you feel you need control, and then ask yourself why. Why do you need control over that? What will happen if you step back? Will somebody else just step up? Will they know what they're doing? Maybe you need to help them for a short period of time and then slowly back up from whatever you were controlling. Some things we need control over in our life. Absolutely. It's there for a reason. Some things we don't. Some things we don't. I'm good if I never have to take the garbage out to the curb again. I can easily let go of control on things like that. Cleaning the house, I can do 101 things. I'd rather go and play in the garden in the mud rather than clean the mud off the floor in the house. But so I'm good with giving up control on that. Now, somebody playing in my flower beds, I don't know if I want to give up control on that. I feel happy when I'm out there. I let my mind drift. I get ideas. I get aha moments. I get epiphanies. I talk to my guides, my angels. I slow my breathing down. I relax. I'm in the moment. So no, I'm going to keep my control on the go and start thinking that way with what do you have control over? What do you need control over? And for the things that you have control over or you want control over, why? Ask the big question, why, and understand it. Because that's going to just kind of raise the whole, I keep hearing the word ambition towards our goals in a knowing kind of way. I need this control because it's helping me to do this. It's helping me to do that. It brings in balance. It brings in money. It brings in harmony. It brings in joy. It brings in struggle, but it's only short-term struggle because once I'm through the struggle, I'll struggle no more. So I need to get into this and do it. And have the control over this for a short period of time so things go smoothly going afterwards. Okay. So, and remember, Pluto is death and rebirth, right? So it's the transformation of who you are by taking control of certain things and letting go of control in certain things. Our first card is, look at this, the Ace of Cups. I don't think we've seen the Ace of Cups in quite some time. This is our passion. This is our joy, our creativity, our love, our empathy, our compassion, our emotions, our feelings. This is this brand new cup, and how are we going to fill it? We embrace it. We want it. So there's this enthusiasm. There's this self-confidence in what we want new in our lives going forward. We're grabbing onto that opportunity. We have the King of Wands. King of Wands. I love the King of Wands. He's so without ceremony. He's not really based on tradition. He'll think outside the box. He'll color outside the lines. Absolutely, he will. The thing I like the most about the King of Wands is the potential that he sees in everything that he wants to do. So when we feel that potential, we feel that enthusiasm. Like King of Wands, once he starts doing something, everybody wants to be involved because of the energy he gives out. It's fun. It's like Tom Sawyer painting the fence. Come on, Huck, it's fun painting this fence. I'm not going to give you the paintbrush. Here was Huck painting the fence while Tom went fishing. The King of Wands opens up a sense of enthusiasm, a sense of adventure, a sense of momentum comes upon you. And I think that we're very laid back this weekend, but boy, if we start dreaming and understanding our potential and what we can, the progress we can make in our mind by seeing it play out. So it's not standing on ceremony. It's not standing on tradition. It's okay if you're coloring outside the lines. It's okay if you're thinking outside the box. Because that's when you're going to get that sense of your potential and what you can do, and an enthusiasm and a momentum or an innovation of what you can create, what you can invent, what you can bring into your life, what you can, go forward in. There's nothing backwards about that card. It's all forward moving. We have strength right in the middle. So it's embracing our strength, it's embracing our courage, it's standing with integrity. It's unconditional love. You want to know what unconditional love is? Get a dog. They can teach you unconditional love. I've got 2 rescues and the horror stories. The horror stories are unbelievable, and still Dylan to this day. Now, he's been with me 2 years now. If I'm holding out a treat, he'll go to take it out of my hand, but then he'll pull back and look like I'm going to hit him. So somebody must have done that quite a bit to him in order for that to be so ingrained in him that he can't seem to let that, that automatic response go. I've never laid a hand to him, so. But it used to be, I remember with my son, and the first time he met Dylan, and then it was about 2 weeks before he could sit on the edge of my bed with me and Dylan. Dylan was that afraid of all people. And he would hold food out, and it took about, I think it was a couple weeks before he actually took the food for the first time out of his hand. But he was willing to trust again. I don't know if I just got hit upside the head a whole bunch of times if I would ever trust again. Knowing that there's something beautiful out there, that there's good people out there, there's good things that can happen out there. And to have that unconditional love, like God, your angels have for you. The Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords, this is the time of awakenings. This is the time of getting that aha moment. This is the time of epiphanies. This is when we were walking through that deep forest, that deep dark forest, and we had to get off of our horse. We had to dismount because, well, there wasn't even a trail in certain parts, and there was rocks and hills and streams and fallen trees, and we didn't know the way out, and I'm sure we went in circles for a while, and now we hit the clearing. We come out of the forest, we come out of the dark woods, and we see nothing but the horizon in front of us. And we jump on our stallion and we raise our sword and we yell, charge. This is a weekend where we get a knowing, a sense of an understanding, a clarity. Ten of Wands. And it's by letting go of things. Things that no longer matter. We need to stop, okay? We are all so busy. We all have so many obligations, responsibilities, things we have to do, things we have to take care of. And fitting us in isn't the easiest thing for most of us. Now here we are, and we're trying to make it to the castle, which is so far away. It's up on that little hill way over there. I don't know if you can see it. Looks like just a stick sticking out of the ground. It is a castle. And we're trying to get there. And look at our steps. Oh, they're labored. Each step is so flippin' hard. It doesn't need to be. So we need to stop. We need to go right back to that 12 energy, and we just need to be in the moment. We need to take that sack off of our back. We need to unload it. We need to lay all those wands out in front of us, and we need to say, okay, there's some here with growth potential. There's some things that I need on my path forward, but there's other things, it's deadwood. I'm just carrying it around. Why? It does me no good to carry it forward. It just weighs me down. It burdens me in some way. It doesn't allow me to walk with a bounce in my step, with the enthusiasm that I'm feeling in my heart gets dampered really quickly when it's this hard to move forward. So really, the best thing we can do for ourselves throughout this weekend is to go into just deep breathing, into contemplation, into a meditation, and think about, where do I have control in my life? Where do I need control in my life? And control might be more self-discipline. It could be managing your time or your money, your resources better, your energy levels better. Where do I have control? Where do I need control? And how do I bring that into existence? And what do I need to let go of? What am I controlling it absolutely has no difference whether or not I'm a part of that or not, and I need to go forward. I need to let that go. And you'll get these aha moments. You'll get the sense of clarity. You'll get the awakening. Because that's what this energy is all about this weekend for us. So feel that enthusiasm. Feel that self-confidence come bubbling up. And then ask yourself what you can release in order to allow yourself to go forward. And that is when the opportunities come in for personal growth, for spiritual growth, for material growth. Absolutely. Let's get a mantra card. Originality, blaze your own trail. There you are, jumping onto that stallion, raising your sword and yelling charge. Originality, be your own you. You were created very original. They broke the mold after you, and there was a reason, because you are so unique and so beautiful and one of a kind, and you have a unique path. You have unique likes and dislikes and loves and hates. Absolutely. It's what makes you you. So celebrate your originality. Celebrate what makes you you, that defines you, that makes you different than everybody else in some way, in some form. And know that originality is there for a reason. It's to be combined with your talent, with your abilities, with your personality, so that you can shine, so that you can go forward. Blaze your own trail. Don't wait for anybody else. They'll catch up. It's like the King of Wands. They'll catch up. Just start doing. Start coloring outside the lines. Everybody will go, what are you doing coloring outside the lines like that for? You look awfully happy about it. Is it fun? Oh, look at this. But I actually like this mantra. You are a go-getter this weekend. It's free spirit by nature. It's time for you to exhibit your originality, your courage, your defiance. You were born to succeed. So breathe excitement and love and life into the lives of others. Despite chaotic things and the nature of each individual being different, you know that you are loving and generous. The mantra is, love me without fear, trust me without wondering, love me without restriction, love me without demands. I am worth it. I am worth it. I am deserving of it. Sometimes that's all we have to let go of, is the disbelief that we're not worthy, we're not deserving, or deserving enough, or worthy enough. Some people say, well, why me? Why not you? For goodness sakes. Okay, we'll get our animals out here. Go the extra mile with the elephant. Go the extra mile. Book opened right up to the elephant. Nurture, productive, communicate, telepathy, listen. The purpose of life is not to be happy. It's to matter, to be productive, to be useful, to make some difference, that you've lived it all. Elephant reminds you that when you feel like quitting, it means you have some extra steps to take. Many times people set goals and stop in the middle of them frustrated. But elephant motivates you to keep going. So there could be a frustration level this weekend that we can't go forward. Don't worry about it. We have a Pisces moon. Okay, relax a little bit. Daydream. Have some fun. Let down your hair. Get together with some friends. Read a book. Watch a movie. Dream of your potential for your tomorrow. Don't throw in the towel. Elephant motivates you to keep going. It could be an exercise program, a new skill that you want to try, a friend that you've been meaning to call. Elephant teaches you that by being gentle and having commitment and clear communication will help in all relationships. On the outside, elephant looks like an intimidating creature. Elephant is actually a nurturer, wanting everybody to succeed and feel protective. Elephant is also telepathic, and with the sixth sense can feel energy around her with friends, family, even strangers. Have you ever tried that? Close your eyes and sit there in quiet at a party. Just close your eyes and imagine the next person who comes in the room, what their energy is like. And you go, gosh, Tilly. Every animal can do it. We're animals, okay? The dog can do it. The dog can be laying there and all bundled up nice in his little bed and a little sleeping away. And somebody will come in and all of a sudden the dog's looking like, what's going on with them? A dog knows instantly if you're a friend or a foe. My dogs don't like somebody, I don't like them either. My dog knows better than me because somehow we've lost the connection to that instinct. We haven't lost that instinct. It's still somewhere in there. But it's up to us to work on feeling the vibration of others, feeling and sensing. And we've all done it. Somebody jumps in your car and before you even look at them, you say, what's the matter? It's just the way they're carrying themselves. They're heavier. It's their vibration is lower. Elephant senses danger and responds accordingly. Elephant reminds you that where you are needed and how to get a good feel for it. The words may not be spoken. Elephants are large and heavy. They walk noiselessly and with much grace. Elephant gives you subtle hints that you are needed. And listen to everything with all your senses. So this weekend, first of all, nurture those relationships. There's a lot about relationships, obviously, here. But it's really about understanding yourself better, your motives better, where your time, your energy, and your resources are spent, and how to better utilize your time, energy, and resources for your steps forward. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.